Cancer, what's going on, everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you with your November 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. And without a further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on into this, and we shall see what is up. What do we got going on here for the Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the month here of November 2022. What information do we have in store here, please, for the lovely zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout November 2022. Let's go ahead over here and begin. Starting out with the overall energy for your reading here, we do start with the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So I definitely feel a bit of a investment coming in here for your month of November. You're making some sort of new investment. For those of you that are doing financial things, you could be making financial investments here potentially. Could be about investing in certain stocks, certain cryptocurrencies, things of that nature. That could be happening here for some of you. But if it's not financial investments that you're making, it does seem to me that you're making investments here that are going to be creating a bit more of a healthier mind. What I like a lot about this card is that this card actually has quite a description on it. You know, we could see the pentacle, we could see the Eye of Horus at the top, we could see that there are these flowers blossoming, and we can also see a clock as well. So it feels to me specifically, because the clock's sticking out to me here for you, Cancer, that you are making investments very well with your time. Okay, so I feel like time management and investments with your time are going to be very positive here for you this month. I do see that if you're a Cancer and you've had a lot of struggle when it comes towards sleeping or arriving on time or getting up early or getting up on the right time, those issues will resolve here coming into November. So if there's been a lot of restlessness that you've been experiencing, that will resolve and that will definitely settle down coming into November. I feel that it might take till the second week for it to be a little bit more calmed down, but that's going to be happening here for you. So if any of you have been dealing with restlessness, if you've been having a difficulty waking up on time, you've been running late to work, you felt kind of all over the place and out of whack, you will see a change, most likely coming into the second week of November here, okay? Page of Pentacles here too, like I mentioned, with these flowers that are kind of blooming for you. It does feel to me for you, Cancer, that the investments you're going to make are going to end up getting you a good exchange. Remember, what we put in is what we get back. So the more positive investments we make in our life, the more positive returns we'll get here as well. So that's all we have so far with the Page of Pentacles. There might be more for me to talk about with this card later on. Moving along, though, into your current situation, we start with the Four of Swords, we move into the Hermit, and then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So Four of Swords, Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. Four of Swords and the Hermit are pretty similar when it comes towards the meanings that they mean. They are both cards that represent going into recluse. So really taking a step back from something in your life. You know, Nine of Pentacles coming into play here for you typically resonates towards being more confident, but it also resonates towards expressing more of your individuality. So when you're in a Nine of Pentacles energy, it's like, I'd rather be on my own. I want to do me for a little bit. And that is that. So I feel like you're backing away from something in your life. You're taking time off. This could be about taking some time off from a person or seeing somebody specifically. Same thing could apply though for work. Maybe you need to take a step back from the work you're doing. Maybe it's for personal reasons. Maybe it's for mental health. Maybe it's because you just genuinely need a freaking vacation. That could be the case here for a few of you too. Let's see what you're doing about your current situation. We have the Ace of Cups. We have here the Knight of Wands, and we have here the Four of Wands as well. So Ace of Cups here is, I'm definitely picking up on the energy of self-love, but Knight of Wands coming over here and Four of Wands. This represents traveling to different environments. I think, Cancer, you're getting a feel for what you want to be surrounded with. I think that this is a month that's a little explorative for you, because I'm getting the energy here, right? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is almost giving me the vibration of being a free agent. So let's say you just left a job. You're now exploring what other kind of career options are out there. Let's say you left a relationship. You're exploring love. If you left, you know, a certain path behind that you were on for a while, you're exploring new paths to take. Life is interesting because life has so much at our disposal, right? You can be anything. You can be who you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. There is so much on this planet. unless you think with a limited mind. Because do remember, a limited mind is a limited experience when it comes towards life. The more that you have an open mind, the more you're going to have a great open experience. I'm definitely feeling called to say that here for you, Cancer. So for any of you that have a bit of limitation, remember, the more you limit yourself, the more your life experience will be limited. Make sure you have an open mind at all times to have a very open experience in this life, okay? Now, as I was previously mentioning though, Ace of Cups, card of self-love, and it is the card of focusing on your own personal fulfillment. I think what many of you are walking out of this month is just what's not fulfilling you. You know, if a relationship doesn't do it for you anymore, it's like, all right, I need to get out of this relationship. If your job isn't doing it for you anymore, it's like, all right, I think I really need to consider looking for new options in my career space. Same thing with friends, same thing with a hobby, same thing with any kind of path that you're currently on. I just feel like you're starting to notice where you're at isn't doing it for you anymore. You want some growth and expansion, and right now you want to distance yourself from where you're at because you want to move into a new energy entirely. So you're looking for the next chapter in your life and where you want to take that and where you want to go. All right, Cancer, not too shabby. I think it's good. I think that there comes a time where we all get ready to enter new chapters in our lives. You know, everything in this life is very temporary. And if we're just not feeling something anymore, if it doesn't align with our vibration, we have all the more of a right to go towards a new path and see what else is out there for us. So you're going to be seeking out new journeys here, okay? Moving along though, Cancer, let's have a look here and see what's potentially coming in here for you. So what is potentially coming in here for Cancer? This card, actually these two cards wanted to come out. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the World. Okay, so immediately what's coming in here for you is you're definitely leaving something behind. World card represents out with the old, in with the new. So a cycle or a chapter in your life is closing, new chapters beginning. Okay, we touched on that. Let's have a look though. The Tower, oh, Cancer, and the Five of Wands. Okay, Cancers, you're having some sort of awakening here, jumping into the month of November. It might be a little bit of a stressful one. Five of Wands is definitely a card that, you know, represents stress. I think that with this stressful awakening though, it'll probably have a positive ripple effect from it. So I wouldn't be too worried. Tell me about this awakening. What is this awakening that Cancerian is having regarding November 2022? What is this awakening here that Cancerian is having regarding November 2022? We have here the Two of Pentacles. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer. Two of Pentacles here to the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is it's an energy that represents not total fulfillment, because when you look at the Two of Pentacles, it's always an on and off energy. Two of Pentacles could represent sometimes this seems good, sometimes this seems bad. Now, when you have the Wheel of Fortune's all good because it represents fortune. So the awakening that I feel that many of you are having is I'm kind of tired of being invested in half-ass energies. I'm tired of having something semi-good, but not quite good enough. You know, I don't want something that is okay in my life. I want something that's top tier. I want something that's fantastic. I want something that is absolutely amazing. So it feels to me like the energy of settling is not in your cards anymore. It's not in your cards for the future. So for Cancerians here that have kind of come to the conclusion that you've settled in certain energies and in certain places in your life, it's like settling is not going to be a thing for me anymore. Settling is going to be something of the past. So I feel that many of you, what you're actually going to be awakening to in November is that you've settled for certain situations. And it happens, right? I think that sometimes, you know, at one point in our lives, we settle because we're like, this is okay for now. But eventually, as we continue to grow, you know, we start to become more restless. That actually might tie in, Cancer, to why some of you might have been physically restless these past couple of weeks. You know, if you've been experiencing physical restlessness, it actually could have been an actual manifestation from your psyche feeling restless as well, saying it's time to not settle. I need to build more, and I would like to do more with myself here coming into the new month. So that seems to be the awakening coming in here for you. And I think the Five of Wands representing like stress The stress of it all is probably how restless you actually are going to end up realizing that you feel from inside. So let's say you're like, I'm really tired of settling here for this job. You work a job and it's it's a job that's gotten you by for so long, but it's like, I don't know, I'm restless. I want to do more with my career. I want to do more with my work because I have a lot of talents that I've not really exposed and that I've not really touched on. And I want to go ahead and utilize that. Maybe you feel really restless in your relationship. It's like, yeah, maybe you have kind of settled with a person that, isn't really everything you necessarily wanted. And if you start to come to terms with that and you're like, you know what, I do deserve the best in love and I do deserve to be with the best partner, and I'm not going to settle for this anymore. I'm going to keep going forward and see what else is out there. That's going to be the change, and that's what's going to happen here for you. So big tower moment here, big awakening. All right. As to, awakening to the fact that you've been restless and awakening to the fact that there is more out there that you want than where you're currently at. Okay? All right, Cancer. Let's move along into your reading, though. We're going to take a look in this section of the read, and we're going to see what's going on that you might not be aware about, that you should be aware about coming into the month of November. So is there anything here that Cancer is not aware about that they should be aware about regarding the month of November 2022? Is there anything that Cancer is unaware about that they should be aware about in November 2022? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Having a look here at the first card, we have the Seven of Swords. Moving along into the next card, we have the Empress. And then taking a look here at one more card, we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. I think that there are a good amount of moments, Cancer, of growth that you thought was true and real growth, but in actuality, it was not. It feels to me that you are not aware of the amount of time or times that certain situations in your life have stunted your growth instead of actually allowed you to grow more. What this means is maybe you don't realize, and you probably are going to end up realizing this in November as you free yourself from whatever you need to. Let's say, for example, this is a relationship we're talking about in specifics. It's like you probably never realized how much this relationship really stunted your growth. You might have thought that maybe partially it did, but I think you're going to start to see the full picture of how much it really has stunted your growth and potential for new things and for expansion in life. Let's say this is your working place. Maybe you never realized how much your career and your job and how much investments and how many hours you put into that job has stunted your growth from being able to live out and do what your dream truly is. So I feel like you're going to realize this coming into November as time passes on. You're going to start to see, holy crap, where I was and what I settled for really stunted me. It really blocked me from all these other things that I could have had in life, because you're going to start to have more of an open mind here, is what I feel for many of you coming into November 2022. Remember how I touched earlier and I said that a limited mind is a limited experience, and the more that you have an open mind, the more you're going to have an open experience within your life. I think that this month, many of you are going to start to see that, because now that you're free from this energy you've kind of settled for in the past, your mind starts to open and expand, and you start to see more options and opportunities that you could take that you've never really seen before. And I definitely feel for many of you Cancers too, there's a lot of optimism and enthusiasm that is starting to manifest here for you as well, which is a really great feeling too. So you're just going to start to see, like, holy crap, there's a whole world out there. And the world I previously settled for, that was my world. That is exactly what I tuned into, and that's exactly what I thought was everything for me and everything I was ever going to have. But now I really start to see that there's a whole other world out there. And it's not like you never knew there was a whole other world out there, Cancer, but it's hard for a person to see it when they're stuck in the world that they're living in every day. So you're going to see a lot of growth and expansion in this aspect because you're opening up your mind. No longer is your mind limited. Okay? All right, Cancer. So that's what I feel like you're not aware about. It's like you're not aware of how limited you actually were. But now that you see that, you're like, holy shit, okay, I'm going to be very open. I'm going to be very optimistic about what I can do, what I can manifest, where my life can go, what my world can become. All right, Cancer. Moving along forward, though, let's see what you can expect here throughout the rest of your November 2022. So what can Team Cancer here expect, please? Throughout the rest of their November, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What can they expect this situation to go towards? Okay, we start out here with the Knight of Pentacles. Cool. We move on into the Eight of Swords. Then we have here the 10 of Cups. And then lastly for you, we have the 5 of Cups followed up here with the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so let's touch base on this. A lot of information just came through. So Cancer, Knight of Pentacles here to the 8 of Swords. Taking a look at where things are going for you. Right off the bat, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. This is the energy of calming the mind. I feel like for many of you, if you've been anxious in the past, if you have felt anxious, I think that one of the biggest things that triggered your anxiety was the restlessness that you didn't previously realize you were feeling, but it is what you were feeling all along. So Cancer, you're now acknowledging this month, right? All this energy I was feeling previously and all this unsettling energy I've had within me, it actually was restlessness because you weren't content with your current circumstances. So you're going to start to see that you're a lot more of a calmer person here with the Knight of Pentacles coming into the month here of November. You feel more calm because now you are starting to expand. You're starting to grow, okay? And we also move into the 10 of Cups here to the 5 of Cups. I think a great thing that you're realizing here about the 10 of Cups to the 5 of Cups is when we look at the 5 of Cups, you could see that 3 cups over here have been knocked over. But what's still standing? 2 more cups. So the way that I always explain the 5 of Cups to people in the tarot is that it represents even if something that made you happy and that happiness is no longer there and that happiness is lost, it doesn't mean that other things in life cannot make you happy and fulfilled. So you had a perspective change here, Cancer. You start to realize moving on forward throughout the rest of this month, it's like there's a lot of things out in the world that have the capacity and ability to make me happy. And just knowing that alone makes me excited. We got here the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups, I feel, is a big, big change in your emotional state of being because you're getting filled with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of optimism, and a lot of excitement for what's to come and for what to do with your life going forward. It's kind of like imagine a kid with their imagination. You know, when kids think about when kids imagine stuff, they imagine everything and anything. You know, I feel like you're almost getting back in that childlike wonder, that childlike energy of like, I have so many things I can do and there's so much I can put my investment into and put my energy into. It's like, it's a very exciting time. You know, that's what I'm getting here for you. And then 8 of Pentacles here, you're getting ready to get to work. So Cancer, it's going to be that month, man, where, you know, you are getting on into your own energy and you're getting on into your dreams and your desires and you're ready here to start making investments. I'm done settling, baby. This is the time for growth and motherfucking expansion. Okay, Cancer. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. And I'm excited for this energy for myself too. You know, I love getting in energies like this where you're just super enthusiastic, you're super optimistic. The world feels like you can change it again. The world feels like you can do something. The world feels like it is filled with nothing but opportunity. And seeing that and feeling it and believing it, it's just a gorgeous freaking feeling, man. All right, Cancer. Let's have a look here at the overall outcome for you. All right, what is going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout November 2022? Let's go ahead and take a look. And what do we have? We have here the 2 of Wands, and that 2 of Wands is going to be followed up here with the Emperor. Nice. Okay, Cancer. Let's go ahead and talk about the 2 of Wands here first, okay? So 2 of Wands showing up here for the outcome. If you look at the 2 of Wands, we can already see that this woman has one wand that is behind her and the other wand that she's currently holding. And she's also holding a globe as well, which is represented as the world. And when we think about the world in the tarot, the world represents new beginnings. So with the 2 of Wands coming out here for you, Cancer, it's like I finally know the right choice. Life isn't about settling. Life is about creating. Life is about expansion. It's funny when we think about it too, because when we think about life, when we think about the existence of the universe, it's literally expansion, right? The universe every single second is consistently expanding. And if we are the universe, then we are consistently growing and expanding as well. So it's a beautiful theory and it's beautiful to think about, right? So it feels to me here with the 2 of Wands coming into play here for you, you're recognizing it's not for settling. That is not what my life is for. That's not what it's intended for. I'm intended to grow. So you come out very strong, understanding this mentality. And with the Emperor coming out here for you as well, Emperor is a very big card of if I set my mind to it, I can make it happen. So not only are you going to be coming out very strong and very enthusiastic here in the month of November 2022, but you're coming out in a sense of being able to believe in yourself. Because if you put your mind to it, you can make it happen. That's the Emperor. The Emperor is the boss. The Emperor knows what the Emperor's got to do to make himself successful. So with that Emperor energy showing up here for you, accompanied with the Two of Wands, you know the new world that you want to grow and expand into. You know the new world you want to create, and you're setting your mind to it. And Cancer, you're making it happen, baby. So I like it, Cancer. I like it a lot, because the Emperor here does not let anything come in between the goal that he sets for himself. Very beautiful, man. Cancer, you're looking at a wonderful month. You really are. I don't know necessarily, what it is that you've exactly needed to isolate from. I think that for many of you, just coming into November, it's like, yeah, something just doesn't serve me anymore, or something just isn't fulfilling me. I'm too restless. I need to get out. I need to expand. I need to change my life up. And you know what? Don't let that restlessness continue to consume you. Allow yourself to break free from that restless energy and get started in growing and expanding in whatever areas of your life that you desire to. Because if you truly set your mind to it, Cancer, you absolutely can make things happen. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's video for your November 2022. Appreciate you all showing up here today. If you're new here and you enjoyed today's content, definitely drop a like. And of course, if you're new here too, you can definitely consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to never miss an upload when I post or when I go live. But thank you all for being here. It really means a lot to me. Hope it resonated, and hopefully it was a great message for many of you to hear. And yeah, with that being said, Cancer, do enjoy the rest of your November 2022. And I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, Cancer, and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all, and peace.